I bet you this tree could be darn near 100 years old, and such is life, wonderful to have it. I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom, and I got 2 pine trees. The idea from now on is that I'll try to do 2 trees in each video, one young, one more mature, to show you the progression. So give you some aspiration to work towards that. So this tree I planted about 15, 20 years ago in a not a very good area, so it didn't grow very fast. But nonetheless, pine trees are very aggressive, they grow. And you can see I just planted the whole thing with a taproot. That's a seedling. And that Japanese bonsai book recommended you cut it off when they're about this tall, the taproot, to enforce the root to grow on the side. I think it's okay, but I thought I'd save it to let it grow faster. And then when I plant it in a growing pot, these would eventually shoot out to become the short roots for the bonsai pot, and I can cut it off all the way down to here with a very shallow pot out here with plenty of roots. But for now, I will plant it back into the growing pot so it would grow fast. So I dug from the ground into, gonna go into a growing pot and then into a bonsai pot. So even though I didn't cut the tap roots, you can see someday there'll be plenty of radial roots going out of here as a starting point for the bonsai. So, but let me now, to save the tree, I don't want to cut off too much all at once. So I'll just cut it off here so that I can plant it in a growing nursery pot nicely. And also I can stand up to work. So studying this tree, you always study the basic form and then capitalize on it by growing. There are basically 2 branches, one growing this way, one growing that way, and this one is a tall one, and that's obstructing the view. So what I would do is I just cut this off so that I can see what I can do with the design of this tree. So now the tree is significantly reduced, and you can see I basically have this branch coming up. It's got a nice turn, and then it's got a branch turn this way. See, this little clipper is actually quite sharp. That's a big one I cut off. Now you can see this. I have a couple options. One is make this tree, like make this branch coming down by pulling it down, and then this come out, and this goes up. Or I can do this, like this, jogging, and then this come down. That is what I would do. What I would do is I cut it here. You can see when I cut it here, there's a little branch coming out. This little branch coming out, that will become a major branch. So I cut it a little bit away to protect it so it doesn't get broken off by accident. And so I had to clean off all the extra growth. So now I know where I'm going with it. So you have to clip off, cut quite ruthlessly so you can see where you're going with it. So one possibility is I'm going to take care of this curve, this tree coming up like this, and that's a lower branch. So in fact, that is what I'll do. Again, I cut it off a little ways off to protect the apex so I don't accidentally cut it off. And the way the pine grows is that when you have a group of needle, if you cut it above that, so one of these will become a branch. These will become branch, so that will become my side branch. So this will be the top, and then this one will be coming down to be my bottom branch. And so the bottom branch, you want it to be relatively thick because it is supposedly to have more age, right? So the tree is done. So look at this way. This tree is growing like this. Hopefully some of this will root out and comes up like this. And this branch will be brought down to be like that. And then this branch will be like that to here. You can see the triangle. So that is my tree. And so what I will do now, I plant a little bit deeper into the growing pot this much. I will save this root because there's plenty of fibrous roots, and this will all root out. And this tree should survive, even though it looks very pathetic right now. And then as these root out, I will take a saw and cut all of this off and fit into a bonsai shallow pot. So that is the process of creating a pine bonsai. Now, to illustrate the progression, because this looks pretty pathetic, it will require your imagination to see, what the tree looks like in time. So what I do is I take out a venerable tree. That tree I suspect is probably 75 years or 50 to 75 years old. I bought it at an auction, and I'm very pleased to have it because it's a cork pine, which is hard to find. And take a look at the corking. It's just incredible corking. And I feel so lucky to get it, and I want to take good care of it. So to tell you a little bit about the process, there was actually a branch growing here trying to air layer unsuccessfully. It died off, and that's because I did not wrap it well enough. You should never let the air layer piece dry out. So I cut it off and tried to make this into a bonsai, and I'll play with it today with you so that together we can make it into a nice bonsai. So basically, you really want to take advantage of all of this curve and all of this corking. It's just incredible. And it doesn't have to be exactly the right placement, but it's more to just enjoy the unusual corking that's designed by nature and enjoy it as what it is, rather than trying to say it has to be number 1 branch, number 2 branch. And so with that in mind, I should really study, and I think this should be the lower branch, and this should be the higher branch. And in fact, what I would suggest is to tilt it so that it will accentuate the top, the apex a little higher. Right now, the apex is not visibly higher than that. It is, but it's not visibly. So now you can see this tree's got more of an angle, and then you have something here that up and down. And I also want to use this opportunity to describe to you the growing characteristic of pine. And in this case, you can see this one just decided to take off. And so you can cut it off to maintain its original design. But being the renegade I am, I say, why don't I twist it to see if I can increase the asymmetry. Like this side is shorter, right? Make this side shorter, and then this side much longer, and so on and so forth, and to play with it. So right now, I like this to be a little bit even higher, so I would actually try to tilt this a little bit more in this direction. So you can see this tree is coming up like this, and this is lower branch, this is a lower branch, and I can make this bend a little bit to lower it and make it less long, and then make this really long to increase the triangle asymmetry. But you see, I actually would have been very critical of this tree. This looks like it's a cork pine grafted onto Arakawa tree. You can see the corking, but not really, and that's a very big disjoint. It doesn't look ugly, but it's a disjoint like a graft mark. But in the Japanese traditional bonsai system, that is very desirable. all of this caulking, you can see that's almost 1.5 inches worth of caulking. I bet you this tree could be darn near 100 years old. And such is life, wonderful to have it. So with that in mind, then I will work on the apex first, as always. And I will accentuate the apex by cutting these lower. So this will be the apex, you can see. And I will let that grow to decide how far I want to go. And clean up the mess so you can see where the tree is growing. Not trying to insult the tree, but it does get messy. I think this is way too long, but on the other hand, I can always cut it off shorter later. So I'd rather save it to give me that design option by keeping it, although this is a more interesting branch going down. It'll give me more of a turn. So I'll cut it off. As I walk by, I want to show you this beautiful, beautiful magnolia tree. And it's called Vulcan, V-U-L-C-A-N. It'll bloom for almost like 2 months, non-stop, because it blooms sequentially from a little bud to opening up. And it's just really wonderful. In this case, you can see it's alongside a soft green Japanese maple tree. Really beautiful complement in front of the house. So these are the joys of growing trees that are beautiful that you get to enjoy along with your bonsai. For example, have your bonsai display right next to it. And bonsai and gardening goes hand in hand because the skills are much the same. What you do to make the tree beautiful as well as making your bonsai beautiful, the same. So enjoy your hobby, enjoy your day. Always work on the apex first. So this is the apex, and I think this is the lower branch. So there's a clear definition of an apex, even though it looks quite all right without that. The wonderful thing about cork pine is that they will actually branch out quite nicely oftentimes. Well, the tree was so cluttered, and all you see is the big corking, which in a way is a feature, but I'd rather see both corking and a clear flow of the trunk, in a sense of the flow of the design of the tree. So that's why I clean it up so you can see where you're going with this. And this is a big mess. Like I need to decide what to do with it. You can see now, it's now already a lot cleaner, but let me try to figure it out. So we're almost done. So I cut off quite a bit. It would take 6 months, a year to fill up. Then I think you, again, I'll show you that for you to see the progression of how a pine tree develops over time. Well, this actually I really think it should be short, so I'm going to just cut it off here. So this tree is coming up like this and then going down. Let me now go to the back and work on this. It's really unclear what this is all about. So this actually comes from here and comes from this branch and then coming up. So I should respect that. So this is coming up like this and going back. It's too cluttered for me to see what is going on. Okay, done. Today what I've done is that to show you what you can do with this venerable tree, that you can see now it's got more of a triangular form. This will come up like this, and then maybe someday I'll even cut this off or make it go down like this, bend it a little bit, and then this comes up. What this is a grafted tree of the cork pine onto Arakawa rootstock. And when I got it, it was quite root bound. What I did is I only, it was planted in Akadama, growing very well, but it's probably maintained very rigid schedule. And the root ball is totally rock solid. So what I did is instead of disrupting the roots, because if I try to get rid of the Akadama, it will break the fibrous roots. So what I did is I trim it around. Oh, this is about 3 years later. You can see how much it grew. So it's a very healthy tree. But in the meantime, I have cleaned out all of this. You can see accentuate the thick bark. Like this looks thick, but inside is probably no thicker than this, right? So you got one thick extraction and one thick extraction, another one over there. You can see the flow. It's really a spectacular specimen of what a cork elm, cork pine looks like. Today I show you a raw tree I dug up from my garden, and you can see it's going to be a nice little bonsai, and with a very thick side branch. And what I did is I cut off the tap roots and we'll put it back in the growing pot to let it grow out again. And then this is a cork pine I got at the auction about 3-4 years ago. Feel very fortunate because it's a 75 or 100-year-old tree with a tremendous amount of corking. The cork is almost like a couple inches. Just imagine how long it takes to grow that cork. The grotesque cork, and you enjoy the exaggeration. And even though it's totally mismatched, but you can see it's a very old tree, so it's venerable. You know, when it comes to old tree, it can be anything. It doesn't matter. You don't have to follow any of the rules. So you can see some very spectacular Japanese trees that are totally out of order, but people love it. Well, thank you very much for watching today's video. Subscribe to our channel and tell a friend. And most importantly, go to our website and sign up to become our VIP so that we can send you announcements of special considerations. Thank you very much. See you next week.